Hey everybody, TorontoUnicorn in Unicorn. I'm here to give a message about the top 3 things that can actually probably go wrong on your first threesome with a unicorn, and maybe things that you can do to kind of mitigate those risks. So I have been a unicorn in the lifestyle for a few years. I've only had experiences with 5 couples so far, which is a lot for some unicorns and not a lot for others. So I have a fair amount of examples or experience, but not enough to be able to write a book. So one of the top 3 things, so there's 3 things that kind of always go a bit wrong and can go wrong, and I just wanted to make sure that others are aware. So the top 3 things, number 1, condoms. I know you spoiled husbands are used to not even needing a condom for decades possibly. And that's great for you. But the day's gonna come when you're gonna need to put that condom on, and you need to know if your dick can fuck with it on. Because a lot of guys, they literally lose their erection when they put a condom on. And you may have all these fantasies in your head of how this threesome's gonna go, and then as soon as you put the condom on, your equipment is disabled, frankly, and that can really kind of throw some bad feelings in the air for that man, and that's a lot of pressure on him. So I just wanted to make sure your most unicorns are gonna be practicing safe sex, and even if couples are used to only fucking themselves, they're gonna have to put a condom on. And if you don't have a condom that works, then you're going to have to negotiate that with a unicorn. Ideally, you could get a unicorn that's willing to get tested, and you guys get tested, and then you could have kind of no need for safe sex together. But that's kind of a lot to go through for a couple in a unicorn, and unless they're going to be like a regular kind of exclusive thing, I just don't see how that would work out. So condoms on dicks that are not used to them, they can shrink. So number 1. Number 2, the bisexualness of the female. I have had threesomes where I thought the girl was bisexual, only to find out she wasn't, because I didn't get eaten out. I didn't get basically fingered from her, anything. I basically just helped her fuck her husband. So I understand that some unicorns may want that, and some couples may want that. But it is very important to make sure that if you are looking for girl-on-girl experiences, that you're clear about that. Because you may end up with a really great woman who's just there to, help share her husband, and then you're only getting some new dick instead of the 2-person experience you thought you were getting, and that's not a good situation. Everybody needs to go into these dynamics with clear expectations, and communicate about what you're looking for. So don't make the mistake that I did and other unicorns did, where you don't ask in advance if the girl is bisexual, and then I go home a little salty that my pussy never got eaten out. So that's number 2. Number 3 is nerves. I am a confident lady. I have done this more than a few times, and I still wake up as if I'm going to puke the day of a threesome with nerves. So that's a very easy way for your plans to get derailed, is for one of the 3 people to get nerves so bad that they feel like they just can't go. Like I'm just sick. I'm sick. I can't go. And one of the ways that I would recommend addressing this, because it will come up, is you're going to evaluate when you're really nervous how much you actually want to meet this unicorn or this couple. And sometimes that decision can mean, that you decide you don't want this stress, you don't want anxiety, you want nervousness. Maybe they weren't that cute anyways, so you cancel. And then you disappointed people, and then, that's a situation that isn't good for anybody. So what I would recommend is the following for nerves. Number 1, expect to be nervous. Number 2, allow the nervousness while still going through with the threesome. So one of the things that I said to the couple last time that I was really nervous about, and I even told them, I was like, I don't know, I thought I was gonna puke this morning. I just so, it was in my head. And there's a few things, but one of the things that I found helped was, you know what, my nervousness is just gonna have to come with me. My nervousness does not dictate whether I go. It just dictates the hours before I go. So when you decide that no matter what, if you're nervous or not, you're still gonna go, I just think that helps. It helps mentally. The nerves actually get a bit more in check. And then just a follow-up to that I found being really vulnerable with people and being honest about the fact that you're nervous is very humbling and makes people kind of relate to you more. And so when I told the couple that I was nervous and having some of this anxiety, they confessed to me that they had their own nerves and that they had their own like flippy stomachs and things like that. And excuse me, and I actually felt like closer to them because we could kind of laugh and bond about being nervous about the threesome. So, you know, it's gonna come, nerves come. I don't know anybody who wouldn't be nervous doing something like this, even if they really want it. So I would just expect nerves, calm the nerves, and then go to the threesome. So those are the 3 things I can think of off the top of my head. I'm so happy to be doing these videos now. I'm on a couple different websites that I use for, you know, unicorning. So I'm on Cafe Desire, which is one of my favorites, minus the technical glitches, and Fleed, F-E-E-L-D. So I'm on 2 of those as well. Like I'm a single unicorn bisexual girl looking for couples. And so those are 2 sites that I'd recommend. Also, make sure you fill out a couples profile, put pictures of both the male and the female, not just the female, and fill it out, because if you don't, you may be missing people who didn't bother clicking on your profile because there wasn't enough information to go on for them to be excited about you. And unicorns are rare and mythical, which is why we're called unicorns, and for one way. And you don't want to lose your chance with a great unicorn just because your profile sucked. So you may be great people, but if your profile sucks, we don't know you're great people. We just think you have a shitty profile, and we move on. So I would prioritize, you know, the things that are going to work with making people aware of your personality. If you want a bisexual female, list it. If you don't, list it. Make sure you're clear about your expectations. Don't be rude. Don't expect a unicorn to be your fuck toy, your human sex toy, or anything else. These are humans with feelings and goals and things like that. So one of the best advice I can close off this video with is always remember you're dealing with a human who has a career, who has responsibilities, who has their own life goals and their own hopes and dreams and their own fantasies. So yes, you may be converging and collaborating on a fantasy for a threesome, but that doesn't mean that girl is there to fuck your husband with you or fuck your wife with you. That person is there to be a third party in the sex. So I hope that makes sense. Feel free to drop a comment below if you have any other topics you'd like me to cover. I'm an open book. So yeah, keep me posted and I'll keep you the same. Bye.